what you can do to possibly slow down Steph. I mean, what's the defensive approach and go into a game like tomorrow?
Obviously, be aware of where he is at all times, no matter where he is on the court. Obviously he's a great shooter, shoot from anywhere, and just try to, as a defender, guarding great players, try to limit their touches. They can't do great things if they don't have the ball. And just go in there and try to limit his touches, and obviously try to keep him off that three-point line. It's a very, very hard job. It's a team job, and everybody see the way he's playing right now. So obviously we're gonna have to bring our A game.
To that point, can it be one guy, or does it have to be kind of by committee?
Well, it's always by committee. It's obviously one guy is in front of him, for most of the game, but he gets a lot of, screens, pick and rolls, a lot of actions are run through him. So, when those actions occur, there's just more than one guy.
Can you appreciate what he's doing right now as a fellow point guard, just how he's dominating at this point?
For sure. I've watched a couple games, and he's been incredible. Hopefully he's not tomorrow.
Cory, you say Oracle is one of the best home court atmospheres in the league. You've played there, being in the West, more than a lot of these guys. Is that true, and why do you think it's the case?
They got loud, rowdy fans. It's a pretty good atmosphere there. You got to bring your A game.
What makes a good home court advantage? Because you guys have it a little bit in Toronto as well. What goes into making that so?
The fans, how much energy they bring to the game. You guys see it in Toronto, Jurassic Park and everything. It's just unbelievable, I still think we got the best fans, but, it's a pretty hard atmosphere there.
Where would be the toughest place you've had to play as a visiting player?
Pardon me?
Where would be the toughest place you've had to play as a visiting player?
Past years? Probably, San Antonio. When I was in San Antonio, probably our games with OKC were pretty intense.
How far out? With Steph in the half court, if you're defending him, with his range,
You got
how far?
guard him in the back court, not the front, the back.
That far, right?
Yeah.
Is that all going to denying him the ball too? Like getting him for as long as you can?
Yeah, for sure. Just making it hard on them to catch it. Try to get him tired. Even though obviously he's good condition-wise, but just do things to get the ball out of his hands.
As much as we talk about Steph, there's also Klay Thompson and there's also Andre Iguodala. How tough does that make it, just going against this team with so many different weapons?
It's very tough. You got to be very, very locked in defensively. You got to execute your game plan to a T, because they, thrive on mistakes. Whether that's turnovers, bad rotations, for open three-point shots. So they really do a good job of executing on people's mistakes. So just gotta limit your mistakes.
Is that where things got away from you guys a little bit last night? Did you guys stop kind of executing?
Yeah. That's where, down the stretch, we got a lot of miscommunication, a lot of missed rotations that, Rudy Gay and, other players were able to get some easy buckets at the rim, and we just weren't able to get the stop. It didn't help that we couldn't score either. So, but, ultimately we weren't able to get a stop.
It's almost impossible to stop a great player when they have the ball in their hands so much, like Steph. But how important is it for you and Kyle and anybody he's defending to stay in attack mode and make him work on the other end?
Very important. Whenever you put so much energy in on the offensive end, and the team relies on you to score so much, it's just hard to play both sides of the ball. Anybody in this league, it's a lot of energy. So just to try to wear him down when he's on defense, try to attack him, and you make sure he's not saving anything on the defensive end.